Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Bumblebee. Let's roll out. Bumblebee is an action-adventure sci-fi movie from director Travis Knight and Paramount Pictures. The film stars Hailee Steinfeld, Justin Theroux, Angela Bassett, John Cena, and Jorge Lendeborg Jr. On the run in the year of 1987, Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small Californian beach town. Charlie, on the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, discovers Bumblebee battle-scarred and broken. Alright, so I have to say right off the top, I am not a fan of Michael Bay's Transformers franchise. Granted, I've only seen the first two. The first one I really disliked, and the second one I straight up hated. So when they said they were making a Bumblebee movie, I was like, I'm not interested. Then I heard he wasn't directing. They were bringing on Travis Knight, who did Kubo and the Two Strings, which I haven't seen, but I hear is amazing. And I was like, okay, step in the right direction, still don't really care. Then I saw a trailer and I was like, that actually looks kind of good, I'll see that movie. And it feels incredibly foreign for me to be saying this right now, but I loved Bumblebee. Hailee Steinfeld crushes it in this flick. She's got wicked comic timing, but she also takes the dramatic beats and really nails them. She got me teary a couple of times. I really like John Cena. I didn't like him so much in this movie because he plays a hard ass, and John Cena is just so much better when he's likable. Not that he did a bad job, I just like him better when he's likable. Justin Theroux is solid as the voice of Dropkick. I liked him a lot. Surprisingly, I didn't like Angela Bassett as the voice of Shatter, and I love Angela Bassett, but her performance was like really over the top, kind of reminded me of Fish Mooney in Gotham, the way she was playing it. Didn't like it. And I dug Jorge Lendeborg Jr. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He plays this sort of awkward, shy, nerdy teen who's in love with Charlie, or has a crush on Charlie anyway. And he was good. He was also very funny. And hey, Peter Cullen as the voice of Optimus Prime, it doesn't get better than that. However, I should tell all of you big Optimus Prime fans, while he does look super cool in the original design, he's barely in the movie. Now, he doesn't need to be. This is Bumblebee's movie, as it should be. Now, this is an 80s movie in all the best ways, and I don't mean that because it takes place in that decade. It's got elements and parallels to E.T., Short Circuit, Big Hero 6, which, yes, I know is not an 80s movie, but still it's in there. It's got a very John Hughes flavor and even has a couple nods to some of his work. And gone are the Michael Bay bits of humor that I found ridiculous, like robot testicles are nowhere to be seen in this movie. Win! And the movie does get a little bit goofy at times, but it's charming rather than eye-rolling. And it's a very funny film. There's a lot of really great humor, particularly a perfectly timed jab at the Smiths, which I thoroughly appreciated. Speaking of the Smiths, this movie has a wicked 80s soundtrack. You want to put Higher Love by Steve Winwood in your movie, you're going to have me smiling. That's just a rule. And the visual effects are really strong. The Transformers look grimy and they have an almost tactile texture, not the super glossy effects of the earlier Transformers movies. Now granted, those go back a few years, but still. There are moments where the animation looks a little bit off, looks a little bit weird, particularly when the animated visual effects are interacting directly with people, but that's a problem Hollywood just hasn't really figured out yet. And there are some moments in this movie that don't really make a whole lot of sense, but it's a movie about giant fighting robots, so to really get into them would be getting really into deep nitpicky territory, and what's the point? I had so much fun with Bumblebee. It's charming, it's sweet, it's hilarious, it's occasionally really heart-wrenching. It's got some very fun action, and because I genuinely cared about the characters, I really felt the stakes. It was an absolutely delightful surprise of a movie. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Bumblebee, and I think I'm gonna give Bumblebee a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Bumblebee? What did you think about it? Who is your favorite Transformer of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.